My dad immigrated to the United States from Morocco. He's Muslim. My mom was born in America, and her family immigrated from the Azores in Portugal and other parts of Europe. She's Christian. My parents tied their lives together through marriage and 3 children. I grew up in America, the Middle East, and North Africa. Because of that, it was impossible to ignore the divisive relationship, the constant state of war between the parts of the world that made up my identity. Even with my myriad of identities, North African, Arab, American, Muslim, woman, I still felt whole. If my parents were together, if I was a whole person made up of all these parts, why couldn't the world be? When I was 18, my dad had a heart attack. I was at home, terrified. What was happening? My dad grabbed his chest, with sweat pouring down his face and body. I wanted to call 911, but while clutching his chest and barely breathing, my dad said no. We couldn't pay for an ambulance. I called our neighbor, who rushed over and drove us to the hospital. I always thought ambulances were free. I didn't think about the cost of ambulances again for years. I was busy, studying, seeking answers to my childhood questions about war. The first time I heard cries for liberation, they came from Palestine. I heard them through friends, through family, through the media, all my life. I saw strangers in the streets of the empire, America, echoing the cries for peace and justice in Palestine.
Free! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
I made my own signs, and I joined these strangers, my comrades. It was us, from our weak, vulnerable position, against them, the rich, the powerful, the oppressors. Through collective acts of resistance, I felt solidarity. I felt love. The personal was political. I began to hear other cries. They came from Yemen, Somalia, Pakistan, Haiti, Honduras, Egypt, Syria. They came from inside America, too. They came from those who sold their labor for survival, the masses. I don't remember the precise moment that the dots connected. At some point, through resistance, I emerged from the fog I had lived in most of my life. I could see now. When I was 18, my father was forced to make a choice between debt and death. That realization overwhelmed me with fear and pain. I looked around me. I looked at my own life, and I saw my own debt sentence. Wages didn't match cost of living. Housing is a commodity in America. Prison sentences didn't match the so-called crimes they were attached to. War didn't match the will of the people. I rejected my attachments to this system and embraced my loyalty and devotion to a revolutionary struggle for liberation.
Or you'd have everyone believe that you're the sole authority. Just follow the majority, afraid to face reality. The system is a joke, or you'd be smart to save your soul, or and escape this mind control.